Hello, hypothetical audience. I'm JJNW'S Ghost. Welcome to my corner of the internet. And we have a double feature because we watched not one, not three, but two movies today. We watched Melody Time and The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, which officially puts us out of the wartime era and into the silver era.
Finally.
So, Melody Time. What do you? Because we watched this one earlier. We didn't do a video right after because I at least really needed to take a nap. From what you remember, what did you think of the movie?
Uh, I thought Melody Dunn was okay. It definitely wasn't as bad as the Three Caballeros. I feel like I liked it a little bit more than Make My Music.
That was the one we skipped.
Oh, that was the one. What was the first
Fun
one?
and Fancy Free?
Fun and Fancy Free.
Okay.
I feel like it was better than that one. It definitely had some good shorts in it.
Such as? The Flight of the Bumblebee was my favorite.
Flight of the Bumblebee was good. Bongo was pretty good.
That was Fun and Fancy Free.
Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Flight of the Bumblebee was good.
There was Johnny Appleseed, which I didn't love, but I liked it. I think it's fine.
It's a classic.
The Tree Poem, which I didn't really get into, but I was also really tired at that point. Pecos Bill, which is the longest one. It was like 20 minutes.
It was just funny.
It was. And then there's that one part with the Native Americans where you're like, ooh, this is why there's kind of
Pecos
warning
Bill,
at the start.
Pecos Bill found some Indians having a party and whipped them so hard their paint flew off, and that's why the mountains are like differently colored in Texas. I'm like,
but I mean, the rest of the short was a lot of fun, like admittedly.
Yeah. Little Toot, who became a big toot by the end.
You did not take that seriously, and I don't blame you. Who screwed up and got arrested and exiled. I was like, is this how the short's gonna end? I was kind of hoping it would, just for the insanity of that.
We got Donald and Jose showing up to haunt my nightmares again.
Oh yeah, more something. But no Panchito in that one, which was a little weird.
Yeah.
There was the Christmassy one,
which was fine.
The start. I liked it. I feel like I might be missing one, but it feels like it. But overall, they were
fine. It felt like a more pop song version of Fantasia.
Yeah.
Didn't like it as much as Fantasia. Yeah, I felt even though Fantasia had a few songs where I'm like, it's kind of losing me here. It was overall just like a masterpiece kind of movie. But
Bomb, it just made a cameo.
But I mean, this was fine. This was okay.
So where would you rank it, or do you have anything else to say? I really don't. It was just.
I'd say it's like a C.
I'd put it in the same. Because I liked the other one more.
Hi, Princess.
Oh,
also say hello to the camera.
Hello, Princess. You're a dog. Go ahead and start with the next one. Ichabod and Mr. Toad, although the shorts are in the opposite order, with Wind in the Willows and then Sleepy Hollow.
So
you don't like it when I touch your nipples.
So this one only had two shorts in it. First is The Wind in the Willows, which it's a classic story. I've read both of the original books.
I have not.
And they're both generally faithful. They have to cut out some stuff. Sorry. But overall, Mr. Toad,
he's a fun character.
He's a fun character.
I like him.
It has some good slapstick, some decent animation. Has a courtroom scene that I'm surprised didn't give my friend here an aneurysm, just for how much of a kangaroo court it was.
But I mean, it was still funny. There was that, how did he get it? The honest way. What's the honest way? Well, yeah, I didn't expect you to know, Mr. Lawyer. Like, that was really funny. That's a great lawyer joke.
That's the best line in the whole movie. It was fine. It was good. Ichabod, like The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It's a classic American tale. It's done really well here. Very memorable. Like anybody who's ever seen this short, they remember the ending to it. Because that's a scene. Which does bring me to the question: how do you interpret the ending?
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up. So I'm not sure. It's like on the one hand, you're like, well, I think that's just Brahm trying to scare him. But then there's the part where Ichabod like clearly looks down, like the horseman, and
Whatever he sees freaks him out.
yeah, it doesn't seem like he sees Brom's face. I feel like he would have had a much tamer reaction, or he would have been like, okay, like this guy's nuts, but I'm at least dealing with a human being. But his reaction at that point to me seems like no, he saw something supernatural, and threw a pumpkin at him, and then the pumpkin exploded.
It was a flaming
It was
pumpkin.
a flaming pumpkin. I don't know. Like, he might very well be dead.
Because the thing I noticed looking at the ending is when it's going over like the crime scene, essentially, the horse hooves stop. They don't continue. They stop, and there's no footsteps afterwards. So he didn't continue on down that road. So it's like it does make me wonder. Like reading the original story, I feel like it's played up a lot more ambiguously, where it's like it's kind of clear it's Brom doing it, um, but there's still room for interpretation. Here, I actually do think that they went with the killing Ichabod route, but overall, I thought it was a great short.
Oh yeah, it was. I had an absolute
Had some
blast.
bangers like the headless horse.
Dude, Ichabod's a he's a player.
He's a player. He's a schemer. He's a criminal.
He's like all he. I was just quoting the Dover Boys while we were watching it because he's like, "How I love her father's money." Because yeah, it's like he doesn't care about this girl. He just cares about her dad's money, which at least he's honest about it. At least to us, he's honest about it. I thought that was kind of funny, and how she's just kind of teasing him. She's teasing Brom too. It really had the vibe I got from Katrina is the one she wants is Brom, but she's gonna make him earn it. She's like, all right, this guy like he's got some moxie to him, so I'm gonna have some fun with him. But whenever I'm with him, I'm just gonna be looking over at Brom, giving him those eyes like he's making his moves. What are you gonna do? All right, so you just tried
chop off his head.
Yeah.
Or
And then he tells the story, which is like, the song kind of slaps.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
But yeah, so I mean, overall, what would you give this movie?
I would give it an A. I really enjoyed it.
I would agree. I think one of the things that really make these shorts, not just like the animation quality and the fact that these are classic stories, are the narrators. So for Mr. Toad, it was Basil Rathbone, which I told you he was the guy who played Sherlock Holmes in a lot of movies from the 30s and 40s.
And the other is Bing Crosby.
The other is Bing Crosby. It's like, man, I could hear whenever he sang. I just kept hearing the sleigh bells jingling, ring, ding, dingling, too. And it was like, Bing Crosby has one of the sexiest voices in recorded, like, human existence.
I feel like a lot of people would put Barry White in there as well.
Well, yeah, of course.
The Love Rooster.
Princess.
You're in front of the camera.
You're being
such a dog.
You're being a But
I got your nose.
can I help you, dog?
So here is what I would like to transition into, because we have finished our second era. So, in your opinion, what was the best film from the Golden Era, and which was Snow White through Bambi,
Okay.
and then what has been your favorite film through the wartime era?
I would say the best film from the Golden Era was probably Fantasia.
Okay.
The best movie from this era is probably the one we just saw.
Okay.
Uh,
With, of course, one that unfortunately we weren't able to see. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Princess, get your fat ass out of the camera.
Lay down.
Lay down. She is just starving for attention right now.
Dog.
Do I need to
You're right.
kick you out?
No. But I would agree with that. I think Fantasia has been overall the best movie so far. It is the best of its era. I also think this is my favorite of this era. And then we move on to the Silver Age.
Which is Cinderella
through Jungle Book.
Okay. Because that's the end of the Walt era,
Although I think Aristocats was the last movie that he greenlit, and Winnie the Pooh movie, I think that is
God
also
damn it,
like
princess.
two or three.
Move your
I
fat
think
head
that's
out
supposed to
the
be like
camera.
2 or 3 shorts that were made in Walt's lifetime that they packaged together to make a movie.
Right. Move, dog.
Okay, well, anything else to say about these two movies, about these previous eras? Anything in the Silver Age that you're really looking forward to rewatching or watching for the first time?
I would say Sleeping Beauty is one I'm really looking forward to. I'm trying to think of the other movies that are in this era. I mean, Winnie the Pooh.
Pooh, Cinderella, Lady and the Tramp, Dalmatians, Peter Pan, Alice, Sword in the Stone, Jungle Book.
I feel like it
There
would
might
have
be
to
some
be
I'm forgetting.
Sleeping Beauty and Winnie the Pooh are the ones I'm most looking forward to watching.
Okay.
Are there any that? What are the ones you're looking forward to watching? And
So,
are there any that you aren't looking forward
I
to
love
watching?
the Jungle Book. Jungle Book is always one of my favorites, so I'm very much looking forward to that one. Haven't seen Winnie the Pooh in a long time. I want to watch it. Sleeping Beauty, because we were watching scenes from it the other day, just with Maleficent being the coolest thing ever. I'm really not looking forward to Sword in the Stone. Like, I'm not like, oh man, I hate this movie or anything. But I remember the last time I saw it, I was very just like, it's fine, so I'm not excited. And I've always hated the ending to Alice in Wonderland because it's just, oh, I woke up and everything's fine. Like, that's a Deus Ex Machina. I hate it.
I mean,
But at the same time,
that was the original book.
and
I think it was the
it's
one that
not
kind of
the
came up
ending.
with that.
But I'm like, but I love everything else in the movie.
Who are you?
Like,
This is just Disney taking LSD.
and it's great. I have so much fun with it. I'm not a big fan of Peter Pan.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't like his character. He's just an asshole, which granted, like, he's just a kid, but
So's Tinkerbell, and they slap her on like everything Disney
oh yeah,
related.
also not a very likable character.
Remember when she tried to poison Wendy? A little girl.
It's gonna be a good time. But I'm not super excited for Lady and the Tramp, but I like Lady and the Tramp. Like, that is a classic movie. But it's not one I feel like hyped for. But I mean, I feel like the Silver Age has a solid lineup. But I think the best movie is probably going to be either Sleeping Beauty or The Jungle Book.
Are you sure it's not Aristocat?
That's Bronze Era.
Oh, that's the Bronze Era. Okay.
Yes, I believe the Bronze is Aristocat. I don't know if I have the right order, but Aristocats, Robin Hood, Winnie the Pooh, Rescuers, Fox and the Hound, The Black Fucking Cauldron, Oliver and Company, and Great Mouse Detective.
Because then, like after
I'm
that, it's
so
the
excited for
Renaissance.
The Black Cauldron.
I've never seen it.
I know. That's why I'm so hyped for this. For you to finally watch the movie that almost killed the Disney Empire.
I mean, Fantasia almost killed the Disney Empire.
I mean,
It was a box office flop.
which is true. Which is
It fucked
true.
their company up.
But this is yeah. Black Cauldron is a movie that not only like almost killed them because it flopped, but also because no one liked it. Like, this one's the bad one. I know you think Chicken Little is the bad one, but that is the reputation that the Black Cauldron has. Which I've watched it a bunch and like I love the movie, but also I was like 4. Like, this movie's cool.
It's got a skeleton guy in it.
It does have a skeleton guy voiced by John Hurt. So,
Oh shit, it was John Hurt.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
John Hurt, I believe.
So at least there's one good thing about the movie.
He's the Horned King, who I've really wanted in Kingdom Hearts, and it's just never happened.
I know you mentioned when we were watching Sleepy Hollow, it's like, why isn't the Headless Horseman at
Right.
Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
boss?
dude, that'd be so sick.
Mostly because fuck fighting that thing.
Yeah, I'd probably be ass. Have you ever fought someone on horseback in Kingdom Hearts?
No.
I feel like
Horses
we
just don't show up in Kingdom Hearts.
just like Centaur Heartless. Kind of.
I guess. But yeah, so next is Cinderella.
9 days, Cinderella, and I guess we'll see you then with a bibbity, a bobbity, and a boo.